Well, this is frustrating. Oh wait, wait a minute. Here's our local Camping World that is just putting on a huge addition. A huge addition. And I just stopped there looking for to get some help locating window awnings for the bounder. And I just stopped out the road. There's another place just up the road, another 2 or 3 miles. I can Shrek Myers RV, and neither place is very helpful in trying to. The Shrek Meyer place said, you know, I've worked here for 20 years. I've never had somebody come in and ask for replacement fabric for window awnings on an RV. What? How can that be? Another guy only worked there for 3 years. He said, yeah, I've never heard of it. Anybody asking for replacement fabrics either. Now, the girl at Camping World, as usual, they always seem like they're busy and they have something else that they need to be doing, and you feel rushed and like you're bothering them. I just want to. Never mind. It's just I've just lost any confidence in trying to get help from salespeople or service departments and parts departments. I've lost all faith in finding somebody that's actually takes their time and wants to be helpful, dang it. So I've actually found some things online, and I've actually found more online, but I thought, these Camping World, that's what they specialize in. Maybe they have better sources and experience. Maybe they can find what I'm looking for easier. But no, I've actually made more progress online, so I'm just gonna go back and pick up where I left off, and I'll find what I need. It's just, isn't that frustrating? And I'm sure that goes on in other industries too, where people are seem like you're bothering them and are less than helpful. At least make it appear that you gave it an honest try. There's my rant for today. All right. I got lucky. I found new awnings and I ordered them. You can see how bad these awnings are. I mean, they were great 3 years ago, and then so the first year, look, this is all separated. It's actually folded down. This is supposed to go up like this. And then, let's see, that folds down. Oops, hang on here. It's supposed to be kind of like that. But, the second year, the second year, I noticed one time it rained, like it cracked up here. Yeah, way up there, I actually have some tape up there. And I noticed this big bulge in here, and it cracked and it filled up. This started filling up with water, because it's 2 layers. So water got in between them. So I got a little knife and I put a little slit in that to drain that bubble out of them. But the second year, I noticed a little bit of that going on. But here it is, having the bounder for 3 years. There's tape up over there somewhere too. A couple other bad spots on them. They all just kind of went at the same time on the second year I had it. Well, they started to, and now here, year 3, these things have really. Oh, there's another hole up here that has not had tape. But then these all started separating. So anyway, what I found online, and the reason I went out to those RV places to see what, if other manufacturers had different styles, is that top piece on the one I found online was the very top section was white. So, and I didn't know it, but they call that the weather guard, that first weather guard, because when these are all wound up, that last piece is always exposed to UV rays and in the weather. The rest of it's all wound up and protected. So that first strip up there, I think, is made out of a better material that's more UV resistant. But the ones that I found that were brown, you can get them in red and like burgundy, green, blues, to fit different style RVs, but they were all white up there. I'm like, well, there's no white on the bounder. That would just stand out. And actually I seen a tan colored RV once that had them with the white on there, and it just stuck out. It just looked like, it just did not look good. They didn't look like it was you know, awnings for a different RV. So anyway, what I found was they didn't show the other, and the website was incomplete with what they all actually handled. The different color awnings are available with either a white weather guard, which was shown online, or a black weather guard, which and I called their support line to say, hey, do you have any other options than what your website shows? And then somehow that came up about that. I complained about that white weather guard. I didn't want that on my RV. And he says, well, they come to black weather guards too. And he wasn't aware of it. He didn't know that those weren't listed on their website. So since the hardware, the arms and the track on top, all my hardware is black. So if that first strip is black also, it'll look good. So it'll be the weather strip will be black, then it'll be browns. And yeah, so I ordered them. These are all 50-inch long material. No, 60. They're 5 foot. They're 60-inch material. And then there's one for the other side. It's kind of an oddball. It's 6 inches shorter, that one over there. And I don't know why the hardware's not the same. Those arms are actually longer on this one, so that the whole awning kind of sets up a little bit further. It's an oddball, but you really don't notice it because there's not a mismatch on this side. It's just a single one, but it doesn't match the other side exactly. But anyway, it's the same material. The material will all match, and that one is 6 inches shorter. That's a little bit smaller window than what's on the other side of the bedroom. And then I'm gonna go ahead and order that awning too. That one does have the black. That one is listed with the black weather guard. I did see that. And they're all walnut brown, basically the same theme. I have all brand new awnings on the bounder. And something else we're doing here while we're getting ready to go, and, we'll be leaving for the winter pretty soon, is I'm taking the back rack off the van. I do have a cover for the air conditioner. I'll put the air conditioner cover on it. I already have this all unbolted and the pin out of it. I'm just gonna pull this off. I'm gonna put this on the bounder. And I decided not to take the motorcycle. Where is my motorcycle? Oh, never mind. I was just gonna get a rack for an e-bike. And you know what? Those things are like $349 and up. And I thought that's just not gonna happen. I custom made this rack to hold the e-bike. So it's a little bit more than I need, but I mean, it'll come in useful, I think. If I put this on the bounder, I could carry maybe a place for firewood, a bundle of firewood or 2 or 3, or a little gas grill, or actually there's already a spot for a gas grill in one of the storage things, but you get the idea. I can make this work on the bounder with no problem at all. It's already customized for an e-bike. So I'm gonna take that motorcycle rack off the bounder, leave the motorcycle behind this year, and yeah, put this on. So, I have one of the headlights out of the bounder. Those old glass, these old glass headlights are supposed to be, they're called sealed beams. They're not sealed. It makes me like the new plastic style headlights. These glass ones, that one has moisture in it. Now I put all new headlights in this shortly after I got it, and that one is actually burned out and there's moisture in it. That's a new one that it works. This high beam, it still works, but there's a crack in it. A stone must have come up and cracked it. And this other one, yeah, it's got moisture in it. It still works, but you know what, they're all getting replaced again. Well, I mean, except for that one high beam, the inner one, that one's still good. So I'm gonna run over to the auto parts store and get replace 3 of the headlights too. I don't even drive much at night or too early in the morning. to even need headlights. But you know what? If I need to, you know, I have good headlights at work. So I'm gonna get that out of the way too. Yeah. Okay. So that's off. Put the cover on it. A couple things inside, and this is gonna be put away up here for the winter. And I'm gonna leave a set of keys behind. It'll be, you know, if my buddy needs it or something during the winter, or you know, it's usable. Somebody up here can use it if they need to. Maybe. We'll see. In the e-bike, I'm getting a cover for the e-bike. I've also had it about 3 years, and you know, I never had a cover for it. And after 3 years, I just fixed this here in the last couple of weeks. Enough moisture or dirt got in a couple of things in the controller. The controller failed, and the little sensor that detects when you're pedaling, so pedal assist will kick in, and that also went bad. This, you know, Rad Power Bikes has been great about helping me troubleshoot it, and you know, the parts are real reasonable, I think. But anyway, it's all fixed and up and running great again. But I am going to get a cover. Been looking online here, took some measurements, and get a big enough, you know, cover that fits this. So there's that. The trouble with the cover is too, then you can't see the brake lights and license plate as well in the back of the bounder. So yeah, I don't know. I'll get that. I'll figure that out. Maybe I'll have to have it off when I'm actually traveling. But you know, if I'm at camp somewhere and you know, storms are moving in, I can come out and throw a cover on it. And anyway, I'm gonna try to take a little better care of this. All right, yeah. So this motorcycle rack, yeah, it doesn't take much to. It doesn't take too much to get it off. Oh, I need to wash the back bumper. I washed the entire bounder, but somehow missed that back bumper. All right, boy, this thing's a mess. It's gotten dirty. Yeah, I'll get this off of here and store it upstairs in the attic of the garage. Get the other rack on here. All right, there's my motorcycle. Yeah, I'm gonna leave it behind. I do have a little bit of concern. You know, it's nice to have a second motorized vehicle along. You know, I don't tow a vehicle behind me to go out exploring. I just don't like towing anything. I mean, I certainly can. I certainly have. Just to have something dragging around all the time, I prefer not to. But, you know, it's been nice having a motorcycle. If something were to happen to the bounder, you know, breakdown out in the middle of who knows where, you know, I have a secondary vehicle I can unload, get on a bike and go run for parts, or you know, if I'm out of cell service range and I'm broke down, I can again on the bike and get into where there's at least cell service so I can make a call. So without that, I mean, just, you know, the e-bike obviously is more limited in range, and you know, can't take the e-bike on a highway if I need to. Anyway, we'll just keep my fingers crossed that, you know, treated the bounder good enough that it treats me well and we won't have any breakdowns. And that's why I do, you know, that's why I stay on top of it, and maintenance and everything. And I don't want it to leave me down anywhere. Let's hope she's reliable again this time around. And one more thing I have left to do to it too is I gotta get the grease gun and get underneath of it, and I gotta grease all the universal joints in the drive shaft. It's a pretty long one, and different sections. I think there's 1, 2, 3, 4. I think it has 4 universal joints. So I'll grease the drive shaft, and I still I gotta grease the whole front suspension too. So we'll get that out of the way. Yeah, and I have my gas grill, my little gas grill in there. Maybe I could get it's pretty limited though, you know, like if I make burgers I can fit like 3. No, actually I can probably get 4 decent sized burgers on it. Maybe I'll upgrade to if I have that extra cargo space with that other rack, maybe I'll get a bigger gas grill or a smoker or something. I don't know. All right, I'm gonna get on with things. I got stuff I can do right now. The awnings won't be in for, you know, a few days. But anyway, there's a update on things where I'm at with stuff. I need to go get busy on some of this stuff, so I'll talk to you again soon. I'll see you.